Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the A to B podcast, your number one source for military entrepreneurship and entertainment. Make sure that you guys hit that follow, like, and share button, and make sure that you guys follow all of the people that you guys are going to see here today. Like always, I am joined by my co-host he's not on my left-hand side. He's right in front of me. Barry Bull. What's up, Barry? How you doing, brother?
I feel great.
You feel great?
Taco Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday, you know.
I like Taco Tuesday.
I love the new setup, man. The new setup is amazing. This is a great idea. Thank you for thinking of this. You're so creative.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Valerie, he's creative.
Yeah, well,
and he's thoughtful.
Hey, make sure that you guys, if you guys are watching us on YouTube, make sure that you guys go to my TikTok and Barry's TikTok. We're gonna post pictures of our new setup. Make sure that you guys give us some feedback on what you guys think of this setup. But today, guys, we're joined by none other than the Brrks Barber himself. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, brother?
Good on, dude. Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. No, thank you for having me, man. Yesterday, there's gonna be another interview in between myself and Kevin. He invited me to his podcast yesterday over there in San Clemente. And yeah, man, I really appreciate you bringing me on to your podcast. And then now we wanted to make sure that we bring you on, brother.
Yeah.
Ask you the questions. Put you in the hot seat now. So yeah, brother. So how you doing, man? You doing good?
Yeah, doing good. Freaking went to the gym this morning, did chest. Great morning. Dropped my kids off at school. Now I'm here, you know.
Hell yeah.
So you cut hair all day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like you own your own barber shop.
This guy right here.
Hey, if you guys can't see it, we got Anthony
there, guys. He has
right
no
now.
pants on.
Oh, be careful with it. Be careful with it. There's a camera there.
Yeah,
there's a camera there. But guys, so going back to our discussion here, we got Kevin. He was a Marine Corps reservist. I think he's the first reservist that we've ever interviewed.
Yeah,
here.
I think so. What made you go reserves, man?
I didn't know shit. I grew up in,
so if you're out there and you don't know anything,
bro, did no research, no nothing, dude. I met a recruiter. 3.5 weeks later, I was in fucking boot camp.
Yeah, did the recruit? And where was this recruiter at? Like, just locate. Where are you from?
Patterson, New Jersey.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, and then was the recruiter good, bad? Did they lie to you? They all lie.
I'm pretty sure I got lied to.
Okay,
oh my God, dude, we discussed this. He's throwing me all under the bus.
I'm pretty sure that's
well,
what happened.
Patterson, it's like, you know.
Do you know
He
Patterson?
hooked you up.
Yeah, well, I was born in New Jersey.
No way, really?
Yeah,
What part?
Flemington.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's like southwest, so it's like closer to like Newark.
Okay. Newark's pretty bad.
Yeah, Newark's not good.
Yeah. Patterson's like the same as Newark.
Yeah.
Probably
Beautiful.
a little bit worse.
Raise a family there.
Yeah, for sure.
If you have a gun.
Yeah.
So what you joined the Marine Corps. I know we were talking about this yesterday, but for reference for the people. So you joined the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
When you were you had some time in before you actually joined, right? You didn't join right after high school.
It was like a 2-year gap.
This 2-year gap. What did you do during those 2 years after you graduated?
I did
high school?
1 year of community college, Bergen Community College.
Okay.
And then 1 year just work. And then after that year, I was just like, I'm lost. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
So then I had a buddy. He introduced me to one of his buddies that was joining the Marine Corps. And then we hit it off. And then he was like, hey, come meet my recruiter.
Oh, shit.
3.5 weeks later, I was in boot camp.
3.5 weeks.
Wow.
What did you? Okay, now what's your ethnicity?
Colombian.
You're Colombian.
Yeah.
Is that so? What did your parents think about? I want to be a Marine.
I don't think they believed me.
Well, because we talked about this before. Like in the Hispanic community, there's a lot of people where it's like you're gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much.
You will die.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how my family is for the most part. Military, death, that's it. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And one of the only reasons why I even joined is because my recruiter told me, she was like, yeah, if you get orders to Afghanistan, you can just deny the orders and not go. I was like, all right, cool.
Okay, that's a lie.
Yeah. So, I bet.
So Albert,
Oh my God, recruiter!
how bad? Did we need to
Listen.
make mission, Albert?
Listen,
What happened?
I try. Okay, well, let's see if they needed to make mission. What'd you score on the aspect?
57.
Okay, no,
They were good.
they were
like
good.
that.
He was all
they were
good.
They were good.
Okay.
So, man, I will tell you this, guys.
Yeah.
I try to put a good face for the recruiters out there because recruiting really did
easy.
good things on me. But listen, there's some recruiters out there that you guys deserve to go to hell. Sorry. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, dude, it's in the 10 Commandments. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not lie. Like, come on,
Well,
man.
and there's an 11th commandment: thou shalt not recruit. And y'all out there just sinning and everything. It's like, oh my gosh. You know?
Man, I'll tell you, man. So yeah, the recruiter lied to you.
Yeah, you cannot deny orders to Afghanistan. For all of you out there.
That's right. But what I'm surprised is why reserves?
Because my boy was going joining the reserves, so I'm like, let me just leave with him.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. And then they fucking told me that the dress blues, you get hella fucking girls and shit. And then I was like, fuck it, let me sign up.
Okay, so and after going, first of all, you go from New Jersey, you go to Parris Island.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a Parris Island guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's not good, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? So
dude, do not agree to that. Do not agree. He'll make you say some things because then he's gonna clip them.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna put him on his social media. It's like, dude, MCRD San Diego is better than Paris. Even the old recruits from Parris Island.
You guys, this is fake news. Albert been watching MSNBC too much and stuff. Now, you go to Parris Island. What's it like when you're just because 3.5 weeks is quick, right?
Yeah. That's super quick.
Bam, you talk to the recruiter, and we sign up 3.5 weeks later. You're on the plane, on a bus.
Yeah.
You're showing up to Parris Island. Walk us through that.
Fucking my first day, fucking boot camp, like receiving, dog. All right, so we're receiving whatever. We're in the squad bay. We already got all our gear, and then I remember, I think we were in camis. We just got our camis, and then I remember some recruit laughing. Right, we're online in the squad bay. And I remember the drill instructor's like, who laughed or whatever, and nobody owned up to it. And the dude was like, somebody laugh one more time, we're gonna play fuck games in the shower. And this is like still day one.
Hello.
And then that kid that laughed, he laughed again, right? So the drill instructor, the receiving drill instructor made us all strip down, like ass naked, and then run to the fucking shower room, the rain room, and pack us up into the corner and just fucking sit down and give it up, sit down and get up, and just like nut to butt. That was my first day of boot camp.
And how were you feeling after that experience?
It was gay as fuck. So like, it's funny because
because automatically I'm thinking about the kid who knew he laughed and he purposely does it again.
And then I'm guessing the funny part would be is if
Was
he
he
left
looking
after
at
the
you?
shower,
huh?
Then he left after the shower, so that way they can send him again.
Exactly.
So like the dudes who were like closest to the corner, they were more pissed, and then the dudes who were like on the outside, they were like laughing the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
So
laughing.
day one, you haven't even met your actual drill instructors though.
Yeah, and then I'm just looking at my boy that like fucking recruited me, and just looking at him the whole time, squatting down and sitting back up. Shit, like, I should never fucking listen to you.
Yeah. Okay. So
fucking
and then what was it like when you you went through that, and then you meet your actual drill instructors? You remember like sitting on the quarterdeck and all that? Bring us back to that moment.
Oh, I got slayed again, fucking, because I was in the buddy program.
Oh gosh.
But then we were actually, I guess we ended up separating different platoons.
Sure.
So then the dude was like, hey, if you're in the buddy program, raise your hand. But I don't know shit. I just fucking got recruited. So then like an hour later, he calls me up, and then this drill instructor just made me like pack up all my shit and just go up the 3 flights of stairs for like an hour. And then
You wanted to make sure you knew where it was at.
yeah.
Yeah, sure, that's what it was.
Yeah, that was pretty much it right there.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
You remember your drill instructors?
From that platoon, not really, because I got dropped.
Yeah, I remember
From
he
when
got
you
dropped.
got picked up and it was like boot camp is starting.
Yeah. I remember the senior. I remember there was a Sergeant Bird or Baird. There was a Sergeant Freed. But I was only in that platoon for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because in the confidence course, I dislocated my shoulder. So then I got dropped for 6 weeks. I went to MRP.
Wow.
Yeah.
So can you this is actually a good subject because I don't think we've actually touched on. I don't know if any of the people that we actually brought onto the podcast have actually been to MRP. MRP, what's this MRP stands for?
I think it's medical rehabilitation platoon.
Yeah,
you guys
medical-
keep me honest. But yeah, something like
so
that.
MRP
You're hurt and you got it, and you know.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, I wanna essentially let you guys know, if you guys get hurt throughout boot camp, they won't just drop you right away.
Yeah.
It depends on the severity of your of your injury. I will tell you this though, right? Um, if they offer you the opportunity, oh yeah, just simply go back home, get better, and then come back. Do not do it. Do not go back home with the promise that you will come back to MCRD, because I promise you that about 95% of the people that go to get better never come back to become a United States Marine.
Why?
It's just,
Is it like they
but
go
dude,
back?
because you go through hell, and
You
then
go back home, you get
and
comfortable again.
You get
or-
comfortable again, and then all of a sudden, like, you get a call from your recruiter or whatever, and you be like, "Yeah, brother, you want to go back?" And then you be like, "Fuck no, hell no, screw that. I'm not gonna do that." And then specifically, if you get some type of like, because remember, you can still get disability.
Oh, 100%.
If you are in boot camp, there's people that get out of boot camp with disability and never earned the title of United States Marine.
That's right.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You're
You know,
Well,
so-
because
I
you
remember
know,
that, yeah.
for all intents and purposes, at that point, you are a private in the Marine Corps.
Exactly. So that's why like, you tell me I'm gonna get disability and then for the rest of my life, and I only have to do a month, 2 months, 2 weeks in your
Well,
case.
I
if you would've
actually,
gone back home.
know a Marine through social media. She was going through the Commodus course at Paris Island and fell off an obstacle, and she's like paralyzed from the neck down now.
No way.
Yes,
damn.
right. Yeah. So that stuff happens. It's very
That stuff does happen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not super common, but I'm sure that's probably why they have those layers in place. But do you remember when your drill instructors marched out of the duty hut and they freaking just
Yeah.
or did they do it at Paris Island?
What do you mean out of Paris Island?
Yeah, did they like march out or did they just stroll out with a cigarette in their mouth?
You talking about when they were fucking like introduced to us?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean they did that whole fucking formation you see on YouTube and shit. And,
Okay.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
And what was that like?
I remember I was like, this fucking guy is talking too much.
Damn. This fool got so much to say right now.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
trying to be a Marine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So you going back to it. Walk us back through your time in MRP. Is it true that they treat you like shit?
Yeah, you still get treated like shit. The
Well,
only
what do
difference
you
is that
what do
don't
you
get
mean
slaved.
though? What do you mean by like?
Just like everything that when you're training, except for you can't get hazed.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything but getting hazed.
What's a day in the life of a recruited MRP like? What was it like for you?
Wake up, go to chow. After chow, you go do your appointments. Come back, you clean all day. Get yelled at all day, and then maybe lunch, dinner, or whatever. But you pretty much clean like the majority of the day.
So the differences between like an MRP recruit who is trying to rehabilitate and recover from their injuries and a recruit who is still in their training platoon, you're not conducting the official like training or going through any of the curriculum required to become a United States Marine. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't conduct physical training except your physical therapy, I imagine.
Yeah.
Right? So like you said, it's you sleep, you get up, you go to chow, you come back, you go to your appointments, and you clean.
Clean all day.
And all day you're like watching recruits marching by and they're getting further along in training.
That's like the mind fuck there.
Tell us about that.
That you just like you're just in a standstill for who knows how long until you
Yeah, they get medically cleared essentially.
Yeah, and then everybody else in there is freaking depressed and freaking wants to go home, and everybody's like, there's no morale or nothing. I feel like I was in a crazy house when I was there.
Okay, and what about did any recruits try to say, "Oh, I want to kill myself, sir"?
No, but a lot of them, the ones who ended up like getting medically discharged, their main thing was migraines. So they'll just claim, "Hey, I got migraines," and I guess there was no way to like test for that. So they'll just like,
Wow.
separated.
I was a drill instructor, I would have developed a way.
Developed a way for what?
To test you for migraines.
Okay, I want to hear about this one.
Let's
I want to hear about this
Let's
one.
see how bad your head hurts.
Okay, and how would you test for
Little
it,
Johnny,
Dr. Barry?
Well, we're gonna put you in a low oxygen environment
Oh my god!
for a few minutes, and we're gonna
Okay.
see how you respond.
Are you talking about the gas chamber?
I didn't say that. And you see, he was a bad recruit. He's ready to tell. He's ready to tell. He hit me. You know, that was, no, I'm kidding.
man.
But yeah, okay. So you're in MRP. Was there a moment where you knew, okay, because I'm assuming you're communicating with your doctor, your shoulders are getting better, your shoulder is getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we think you're going to be able to go back at this amount of time. Was that like, okay, my time is approaching?
Well, I know my shoulder's like been screwed for like years.
Okay.
So like
Before the Marine Corps?
yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. The recruiter was like, "Fucking yeah, you don't need a waiver. You're good."
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, time out. Time out.
Come on, guys.
Oh my god. What was the name of your recruiter?
That dude, I forgot. So it was a chick, Sergeant V. I forgot something. I don't know. And then the dude, I guess she went on leave, and then he helped me out for like 2 weeks.
I bet she went on leave.
They probably got relief for.
Probably,
You
yeah.
probably got alligated. She probably was like,
Yeah.
you probably got kicked out
Yeah.
because, dude, like that's a big deal, man. Like,
Yeah.
here's why I never told.
Well, because he got hurt in recruit training.
Exactly.
That's
Here's why I never told my guys to not say, like if you have like a legit medical condition,
Yeah.
I would never. No, I was like, nah, man, let's get that stuff documented because I don't want to put you in a position to where you get hurt. Like the Marine Corps, and this is what I used to tell, future Marines. It's like, I want for the Marine Corps to put you in a better position than what you're on right now. But if you get medically hurt, is that really putting you in a better position?
Yeah.
It's really not. You know, so that's why I'm saying, like, nah, man. Like, if you have like a legit medical concern, and people can say, well, Albert, what are some legit medical concerns, right? Recruiters go over something that's called iCombat V. I remember some of the acronym, but essentially when you're a recruiter, you have to ask all of these questions. And some of the questions that I did not fuck around with was if you try to kill yourself before, because obviously you're gonna be depressed in boot camp.
Yeah.
So I always says like, no, if you try to killing yourself, brother, the Marine Corps is not for you. Because you're definitely gonna have those thoughts back or in recruit training. The second thing I would never fuck around with was surgeries, any type of surgery, specifically like bone surgeries or getting something removed. I did not fuck around because first of all, you can't fuck around with that because the doctor at MEPS is gonna see a big ass freaking gap and he's gonna ask, what is that? Oh yeah, I fell when I was 5 years old. Yeah, fucking right. What about this thing? You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna tell. They're gonna tell. So that's the second thing. The third thing was like asthma with like a pump. Because everyone in Puerto Rico is like, oh, I have asthma. Bro, you don't have fucking asthma, okay? Like, relax. But my follow-on question when people used to tell me, do you have asthma? Yes, I have asthma. Okay, do you use a pump? No, I've never used a pump.
Like an inhaler?
Like an inhaler, yeah, like an inhaler. Because that means steroids. That means that your lungs need steroids in order for them to open up.
Yeah.
I had a
big
kid,
deal.
I had a recruit almost die on my second cycle. Straight up, he had asthma, 100%. And he did not disclose that. I don't know if he told his recruiter. We didn't get that far, but we had just come in off of I want to say it was like the first or the second PT session. It wasn't even intense. It was like, I don't know, you run like a mile and a half, but it's recruit training. So you're stressing them out on the way there and all that. So it's not just, a mosey in the freaking park, but, and then at the end of the run, I'll never forget because we're right there and it's in San Diego, where you got the O course right there in the closer to the McMap pit. And we're getting them in platoon formation and I'm getting the counts. Mm-hmm. So you got to count all the recruits, make sure you got everybody, and then report that to, higher, right? So I'm counting as I run past a recruit because you're just boom, 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 counting them. I turn and I see him out of my peripheral. He just goes down face first. Now, recruits always are going to be trying to fake it and stuff like, oh my God.
Yeah, but you can tell,
I'm so hurt. He didn't put his hands out. He went straight to the face, like bam. luckily he did get bloodied up a little bit, but it was on the dirt. It wasn't like it was on the
Asphalt or
on the concrete or the asphalt. And the drill instructor I worked with at the time, he's a sergeant major now, Sergeant Major Jason Davey. Shout out, miss you, brother. He turns him over and immediately sternum rubbed this kid, because we all had to know CPR and do all that. And he flipped this kid over, sternum rubbed him, and he's like, he came back to life. And we were like, oh my gosh, so we had to get everybody came over there, corpsman. We got him to the hospital. And that was that, they took him down to medical. Turns out he had asthma, didn't disclose it. So they sent him to, I forget the platoon where they get ready to discharge you or whatever. But
separation platoon or something like that. I remember I just had a conversation with Staff Sergeant Angius on that platoon. But and another thing that I would do wanna put out there is recruiters. When you sign, here's how the recruiters get you to talk, right? At least this is how I got people to talk to talk about any type of undisclosed medical conditions, right?
Yep.
So they put a paper right in front of you, and they say, read what it says right there. Read this out loud, and then it says like, the information that is here is true to the best of my abilities, and I understand that I can be fined up to, I think it's like $50,000, 3 years in jail, and it's like, do you understand that? That if you lie to me and if you don't tell me something and then you go to boot camp, you will be fined $50,000 and 3 years in jail. And that's when people is like, oh my God, I don't want to go to jail. Mm-hmm. Guess how
but
many
this
times...
is it. But this is in Puerto Rico, so this is all in Spanish.
This is all in Spanish.
Are you hitting them with like some crazy Puerto Rican spell?
I am
as well. Like you're gonna be in the freaking basement of the worst Puerto Rican prison.
Yeah, well, no, because they'll go to federal prison. But guess how many people even people that straight up disclose, like, yeah, guess what? I'm not. I lied.
Damn.
0. I had 0 people to get fined or go to jail because of that.
Yeah.
0.
All right.
So if you're out there, don't lie, but also don't think like you're gonna go to jail for that.
Yeah. So what was it like when you went back to training? Your shoulder starts to get better. You're in MRP. Shoulder starts to heal up, and then you go back to a platoon, but it's a different platoon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was that like? What company was it in?
So originally I was with the Fox company, and then when I got dropped for 6 weeks, my shoulder's still fucked up. Because at that point, that was the 10th time in my life my shoulder came out.
Got it.
And that was the last time, too. So then I picked up with Delta, 1st Battalion. And then like 3 days later, I got promoted to squad leader, and then I graduated as squad leader.
Damn. So is that something that you think sets you up, even though it sucked in the 6.5 weeks and you were on Paris Island for 4.5 months, probably a little bit more than that? Did that set you up to be a squad leader when you got back to that
yeah,
next
for sure. Because I was so motivated when I finally picked
Yeah.
up. I was like, thank God I'm back in training. Like I was so grateful to be finally moving forward.
Yep.
And those 6 weeks really tested me mentally and what I was made of. So I just hit the ground running.
What did you display to your drill instructors that you think caused them to say, hey, we want to select this recruit to be a squad leader?
Because so they were barely 2 weeks in.
Sure.
So they're super recruits, and I was already, I don't know, month and a half.
You knew what was up.
Yeah. So I stood out right away, yelling and taking initiative and all that.
You were showing leadership.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if there's young men or women out there, they're getting ready to join the Marine Corps specifically or military in general, and they're thinking, I would love to be a squad leader. What advice would you give them?
Just accept that as a squad leader, you're gonna get fucking hazed. That's the big. Do you want to really stand out like that?
Yeah.
Freaking I seen when they'll haze the guides and the squad leaders, and then just make everybody watch.
Yep.
Do you want that type of pressure on you the 3 months you're there, or you want to just skate and be low key while you're there?
Yeah. Well, you stayed a squad leader the whole time. Is that something you're proud of?
Yeah, super.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at it as a challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come they didn't promote you to guide though?
Uh-huh.
Because that's a big one, right?
Yeah.
Because squad leaders, they come and they go. Guides too, specifically guides.
I'll tell you, as a drill instructor, for me, choosing who's going to be the guide, It's going to sound probably not the best. Leadership definitely is a huge role, but drill as well. Drill is a big piece of it because you just, you got to look the part. You got to play the part. You got to have the leadership and you got to be able to drill because drilling with a guide on is a lot different than drilling with a rifle.
You know what was one of the biggest bullshits that happened to one of my guys? This guy was Iron Man, and this guy he was legit, man. He's still in the Marine Corps to this day. His name is Ryan Rubert. Okay, love this kid to death, man. I was the best man at his wedding and everything when he was still a future Marine. Like I'm talking about, like this kid was very legit, but there was only that one downfall. Language barrier, Spanish. So he used to have an accent, and I was like, Rupert, when he came back, I was like Rupert, so how was it? It's like, good, sir, but I won Iron Man, but I was the guide, and they fired me as the guide. I was like, why? And it was like, oh, because I couldn't pronunciate my words. And I was like, that's some fucking bullshit. That's the first thing that I said. I was like, that's some fucking bullshit. Why would they do that? And then I had a subsequent conversation with drill instructors. It's like, hey, man, like, I've had like 2 or 3 kids already that have come through here, studs. So I don't recruit fucking anything less than a stud. And it was like, a super stud. And then he told me that you guys fired him. And he's like, yeah, it's because, remember, as a guide, you have to communicate to the platoon, and if you can't communicate to the platoon, then you can't be the guide.
It's tough. There's a lot of times you're gonna have that
Yeah, but
guide.
isn't that racist?
No, because you got to be able to communicate, and a lot of times in recruit training, time is of the essence. And if your guide he can't control the platoon when he or she is in a position to be able to do that, and you look like butt crack. Recruits are like, what are we doing? I don't know, it's not going to work.
How important it is to like win like final drill or be like the best platoon at like drilling. Do you guys get like promoted, or do you guys get any awards or anything like that for that?
You're not going to get promoted. Drill is important. All of the events are very, very important, and all the drill instructors take a lot of pride in that because whatever platoon wins the most events is going to be honor platoon. If you're honor platoon, there are awards in that. Usually you get like a certificate of commendation, which for those of you that don't know is like just below a Navy and Marine Corps achievement medal. So that's something that goes in your official military personnel file, your OMPF. It's a big deal. You get a lot of recognition for that. For the recruits, it's, it's a big deal for them as well because it's a point of pride for the recruits. I remember being a recruit winning initial and final drill, and you really, you took a lot of pride in that.
Do you think though, because you said a certificate of commendation, right?
Yep.
When would be a time that a drill instructor would get like a NAM or a Navy Com?
Only when they complete their tour.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So for drill instructors, if you, not every drill instructor gets a NAM either, a Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal. So, there's some they just get a successful tour. It depends on who you are and what you did. There's a lot that will get that Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal. If you are a key billet holder, you will get a Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal. All right.
Oh, wow.
Like for myself, I was a 1st Battalion Drill Master. So, there's only 3 drill masters because I don't count DI school ever. Okay. Well, you come out and grade drill with us, But yeah, I got a Navy Marine Corps Commendation Medal, and that was a big deal.
Yeah, dude. Like
recruiters, y'all be getting them all the time.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're looking for reasons to become recruiters, hey, listen, like they hand out NAMs and freaking Navy comms like candy out there in recruiting,
which is great. I wish they did that on the drill field, but I think it's one of those cultural type of things.
Yeah, I think
it should be. We've always done.
I think it should be like if you win, how many events are there?
There's I don't know. You got initial PFT, final PFT, initial drill, final drill, rifle range. You got prac where they're testing them on all the recruit knowledge. That's all I can think of.
Yeah,
I don't think swim qual is one of them.
Yeah, I think it should be like if you win, let's say for example, 3 out of the 6 or 3 out of the 7, you should get like an impact award for that, you know. Or if you back to back win things, like you should get an award for that. And I'm talking about like not a Navy comm, a NAM. I'm talking about a NAM. And then if you get, let's say for example, if you win honor platoon, then the drill instructor should definitely get a Navy comm.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean that's just the way that I think it should be, because
It's definitely doable.
yeah.
There's no question about it, you know. So okay, so you're back in training. You're a squad leader. You stay a squad leader the whole time until you graduate. And as a reservist, did you get treated differently in boot camp at all?
Nah, not at all. I didn't even think they knew I was a reservist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so then you graduate, and then what?
Did my 10 days of boot leave or whatever. I graduated right before Thanksgiving of 2010. So boot leave, and then went to MCT beginning of December, and that's where I met my wife.
Wow. Okay, guys.
Let's go.
This is the difference between East and West Coast Marines, everybody. It's a love connection
No,
on
dude.
the East Coast. It is.
Come
and
on,
everybody
man.
knows it. And damn you.
Now he's
And
now
damn
he's
you all.
different.
Damn all you East Coasters out there. Okay, but you're still married.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
okay, because that was one of my questions. How long should a new Marine wait to get married? Like, would you recommend to your Marines to like just do it at MCT, man? If she smells like you, you know.
Yeah, I'd probably say if you're brand new to the Marine Corps and you're like 18 years old, probably don't. Just freaking focus on your career, you know, going to school or whatever, and just kind of your foundation of just like being a man and, you know, being successful.
Yeah. So, but you met your wife at MCT. Like, talk to us about that. How did that happen?
Yeah, can you share first of all?
Yeah.
Is your wife gonna get pissed off?
No.
Okay. So can you please share like
We gotta hear
like,
this story.
information? You know, you go like, "Sup?" She probably go like, "Hi." How did it go? How did it go? I'm
All right,
curious.
so we met on like check-in day of MCT in Camp Geiger. In formation, she saw me earlier that day. I didn't see her though.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And then, so it was like nighttime. It's like cold as shit. And then my fucking wife loves this story. So I was like towards the front of the formation, like third squad, I think. I don't know. And then I only heard her voice, like a little bit further down.
And what did you think? This is the voice of an angel.
Yeah, exactly. Literally in my gut, I was like, Dad, did I just dislocate my shoulder in boot camp just to get dropped, just to meet my wife right here? And then,
wow.
What?
Yeah.
But you hadn't even seen her.
I never even seen her. I just heard her voice.
Okay, you heard her voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And it was just in my gut. It just came to me.
Was
I'm
it
like,
in your
wow.
gut? Or, okay, it was
Yeah.
just okay. It didn't go any lower.
No. Later on. In MCT. Hello. In MCT.
Okay, we need to put the eggplant emoji here.
I know. Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead.
When did you see her?
So we had to go inside to like fill out some paperwork or whatever. And then when she walked past me, I heard her talking about like her hands were cold. So I fucking offered her the green fucking
Inserts.
yeah,
Green
those.
inserts, okay.
The green glove inserts.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
saw her, and it was like, dream.
Yeah, I'm like, here, you want to
weaver.
like hold my gloves or whatever? And she's
Okay.
like, oh, no, thank you, so nice. And then we went inside, and then we kind of just like ended up standing next to each other, and we ended up talking.
We need to play that song over the dream.
Okay, no, but this is interesting. This is interesting because MCT, you're MOS less. You don't have an MOS, right?
That's
so
true.
she was your MCT, crush. But Marines have their MCT crush or whatever. But then once you go to, because remember we're talking about back 2000 and
I did not have an MCT crush, for the record.
we're talking about, well, me neither, but
Okay,
it
good.
happens. It happens.
Valerie.
Yeah, it happens. No. The reason why I say that is because after MCT, which is essentially 28 days, you guys go
Yeah.
to your respective MOS,
Yeah.
and this is 2010,
Yeah.
where it was MySpace still back in the
Was
day.
it? No, they had just launched
It was
Instagram.
barely Facebook.
It was barely Facebook. No,
Didn't
it
they
was
launch
barely
Instagram
Facebook.
like 2011?
Probably
maybe?
2011, but this is 2010.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is 2010. So how was it? How you guys kept in contact all this time?
So I was a mechanic, motor T, and she was admin,
01.
01.
Okay.
And then we both went to Camp Johnson together because that's where our MOS was.
Oh, Okay.
So it was just
gotcha.
coincidence that we both went to the same place.
Cam Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kim Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Did you guys go to
almost-
Toby's?
Is that the no?
Oh, you gonna act like you don't know? You're gonna
Why you trying to get this man in
You're gonna act
trouble?
like we don't know.
I'm trying to get
We
this
gonna act
man in
like we
trouble.
don't know right now. He said his eyes got all like, what?
Okay, so okay, so you go to MOS school as a third. Now, was she active duty?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got to break it down to her. It's like, baby, I'm sorry. I'm a
Baby.
reservist. How did she take that? How did she take that news that you were a reservist?
She called me a weak bitch.
Damn.
Nah, just kidding.
Damn.
Nah, she didn't care though. She saw my looks and everything. She fell in love, dude.
Okay, okay.
She-
hey,
You know what I'm
there
saying?
you go.
She was like, this what's up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so but essentially you had to go back home. When did
Yeah.
you guys end up getting married?
So her school ended like in April, I think, of that year. Mine ended in May.
Okay.
So she's from Cali. She's from Anaheim. She got stationed here in Pendleton.
All right.
Then in May, I went back to Jersey because I was in the reserve. And then we did long distance for like 6 months or something like that. Then that August, I flew out to Pendleton, proposed, did the whole boot shit. Then by October, I moved out here to California.
And you changed. All you had to do was change reserve stations.
Yeah.
So and you've been in California this entire time.
We moved back for like 3.5 years in 2017, and then we moved back here like to 2021. So we've been back and forth.
Oh yeah, because she has to get orders, places and stuff. How long you did 6 years in the reserves?
Yeah.
Okay, so how was your first impression whenever you reached your first duty station as a reservist?
The first one in Jersey, they were turds. There was a whole platoon full of lance corporals, maybe like one corporal.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and then so I was only there for like 5-6 months, and then I moved over to 4th LAR right over here, and they were super squared away, like a bunch of corporals, and they just came back from the deployment. They were like super like locked on.
Got you.
Yeah.
How was it when you saw your friend that put you in the delayed entry program because you didn't see him after boot camp?
Yeah.
Because obviously you guys graduated in different platoons since you got hurt.
Yeah.
How was it seeing him back in the reserve station?
He ended up going to another reserve station, like closer to like Philly. Yeah. So after that, I didn't really see him too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
got
What would you tell people out there who are like on the fence of joining, the Marine Corps and they're thinking about the buddy program? Is it like, does it matter? Or like, if you could go back and do it again, would you do it the same, or would you be like, whatever?
No, I wouldn't do the same. I probably, for sure, I would have put more thought into it. But I was just young. I didn't know anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you still think that the reserve set you apart? If you, let's say, if it will be you, if you wouldn't have chosen to take this path through the reserves, did the Marine Corps set you apart, or you feel like, nah, I still could have done the same?
Set me apart from my other
From
Marines? Or other
no, from in the, as a civilian.
Oh,
as,
for
as
sure.
a human
Because
being.
everything that Marine Corps teaches you about, like, taking initiative and being a leader and leading by example and all that, like, those skills, you just take those skills to whatever you want to do, like, afterwards. That I apply that to being a barber.
Sure.
And, like, barbers out there, dude, freaking show up late to their appointments. Dude, I show up 15 minutes early, I text all my clients, I'm like super organized, and I'm always like, proactive,
Sure.
and
So how long you been a barber for?
for like 8 years now.
But when did you start that? Was that something, because you moved out to Cali,
Yeah.
and so because your name is the Barracks Barber. Okay. Did you do Barracks cuts?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, but you seen his haircuts, right? His
Yeah, they're
haircuts are
fire.
fucking legit. Yeah,
No, they're
his haircuts
legit.
are
Yeah,
legit.
thank you.
Yeah, he looked at my hair yesterday because I got a haircut before. I was like, man, I'm about to go. He's a barber. I'm going to have to go. Dude, the first thing he says, like, yeah, your barber left some hair in the back. And I was like, well, that dude's a fucking asshole. And he was like, yeah, that dude doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. It's like, yeah, because I'm my own barber. I cut my own hair.
Yeah, but they,
So he's like, oh, dude,
it's still-
I'll fix it.
It's still there too, because I saw it earlier.
Yeah, it is. It's still there.
you know what you got to do though? The barber prank videos where he's like cutting his hair or something, and they're like like touch his mouth with something or whatever.
Have you done that before?
You know, and the fool's like,
little
damn. There's a one, the guy's like, why are you always with some homosexual stuff? Just cut my hair and all this.
I can only see some Marines because Marines take that shit high into the fucking.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where are you at? Where's your barbershop at?
It's on San Clemente. So it's a 2-chair studio, maybe like a little bit bigger than this.
Got it.
And me and my buddy Daniel, we cut over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, man. And so, when did you launch that?
That was October 1st. So when we moved from Jersey back to California, I just grinded it out for 2 years. The first year, building my clientele, and then January last year, that's when I started focusing on social media.
Got it.
And then October of this past year, I made the move from the barbershop to my own little studio.
Yeah. And did you say your wife's still on active duty?
No, she works at Wounded Warrior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As a civilian.
Yeah.
How long did she do? How much time did she do in the
4 years.
Oh,
Okay.
she only did 4 years.
Yeah.
as well.
So she got out 2014. I got out 2016.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. So how was that transition for you guys? Going from essentially reservist, essentially, who do you think had the worst transition? Was it her or was it you?
I think it was pretty even, pretty equal.
Really?
Yeah, because like whatever she's going through, I had to deal with it. Whatever I'm going through, she has to deal with it. And we were both fucking went through our mental journey at the same time during the transition. Like we weren't financially stable too after the Marine Corps.
After?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were having like financial problems and then transitioning. And then my son was like 4 at the time. So we have like, a young one too. So like everything together, and then we're like fighting and all this shit. So like we hit rock bottom, like mentally and everything, like at the same time.
Is she Colombian too?
No, she's Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is she like, we're not going to have any arepas or anything like that?
Yeah.
Or is
Well,
that
arepas ain't
Venezuelan?
Mexican.
Is that
You
Venezuela?
put
No, I'm
tacos.
saying, but Colombian. He said he's
Yeah.
Colombian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But arepas are Colombian.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, they
You know what
all
I'm saying?
kinda-
I got
they all-
hey,
they're
Albert, I got you know what I'm
Ecuadorian.
saying? I'm like 113% Colombian, dog.
Yeah, Colombia, Puerto Rico. He said he was.
Colombians are
113%.
crazy though, because that's why they have the saying Colombian necktie, man. That's savage.
Yeah.
That's savage.
Okay, so, man, you said that you guys hit rock bottom. What was the motivation to be like, man, we need to step our fucking game up?
Being homeless.
Hello.
Yeah.
You were homeless?
Yeah.
So Marine. Okay, hold on, Albert. So you go from Marine to homeless. Tell us about that.
It was fucking horrible. Yeah. Stressful. It was 2000. That's why we moved from here to Jersey in 2017. Because we split up. We argued that whole summer. Split up. We were staying at our family's crib, like after the Marine Corps. I get kicked out, and then she gets kicked out with my son. So then I'm like, I'd rather just be homeless with them. I was about to get like a 1-bedroom, and then the dude was like, yeah, it's just for one person. So I'm like, screw it. I passed that up. And then we slept in like hotels for about a month and a half, something like that towards the end of 2017. And then we're like, we're not going to be in a shelter right before fucking Christmas.
Man,
So-
that's crazy, man. I'm sorry you had to go through that, man.
That's deep, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna get me emotional over
Yeah,
here, bro.
no,
For
man.
real.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I had to go through that, man. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so then we moved to Jersey end of 2017, and then for the next 3.5 years in Jersey, it was just like a chapter for us to like get our shit together mentally, financially. And then towards the end of that, that's when she got the job at Wounded Warrior.
Oh, okay, good. So she's been on Wonder Warrior now for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Okay, now what is that the DOD?
Yeah. DOD, yeah, pretty much.
Got you.
She's a federal worker. That's how we're able to live on Camp Pendleton now.
Oh,
How is your your mindset and your mentality changed after going through something like, you're a young guy, you become a Marine, you meet your wife, you guys both eventually get out of the Marine Corps 2 years apart, struggling in the relationship, you have a baby, and you eventually hit rock bottom and you're homeless, and then you start to bounce back. When, like, what's your mentality like now? Are you just like super thankful? You think back
Oh
to
yeah,
that stuff?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I take a lot of pride in cutting the Marines, cause some of them remind me of me, but then I get to be that mentor for some of these guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, so you said 8 years you've been a barber. Were you cutting hair while you were going through this stuff?
Yeah, so you talking about through this whole thing?
Yeah, through
Yeah,
this whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So what made you, pick being a barber besides doing anything else?
Growing up, fucking, I was always an artist. I was an artist recruiting boot camp. You know, that's just my thing. I'm very creative. And when I was like 16, my aunt, she used to work at Supercuts. So my uncle used to always get, fucked up haircuts. So then he was like, "Yo, practice on my kids, my younger cousins, and if you get any good, then you could cut my hair." And then I just kind of like, I've always been pretty good at it, with lineups, designs, and all that. So then, and I'll cut hair in the barracks at like MOS school, or like drill weekend when somebody didn't show up, I'll fucking cut some hair. And then my last year in the reserve, that's when I enrolled in barber school. And then I'll just take my shit to the field, and I'll cut hair in the tool room. I was like the NCO, I was like in charge, so like I'll just make all my boots fucking work on the trucks, and I'll just be making money in the tool room cutting hair.
Hell yeah. Hey, if you guys are out there, you're watching this, I want you to go look up the Barracks Barber.
Yes, sir.
Go give him a shot. Give him a shot. Get your hair cut at least one time. Veteran to active duty, veteran to veteran. We support our own. We're Marines. We're military members. Hit them up. Look them up. Follow them on social media. Go get your hair cut. And then post about it on your social media. Barracks Barber hooked me up. Tag them. Post it. Let's go. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I definitely appreciate you sharing that. And I told you I was gonna put you on the spot today.
Yeah.
I told you I was gonna put you on the spot today. I wasn't expecting that, that to be the answer, man.
Yeah.
Like being homeless is something very big. Now, I kind of want to go over, like, you're doing good now, though, right?
Yeah,
you and
yeah,
your
no,
family
we're
are doing
doing
good
great.
now.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good. And essentially, it's an eye opener for me. Let me tell you why it's an eye opener for me, and I'll be honest with you, right? I'm very against Marines going into base housing, not because I think there's anything wrong with base housing,
Yeah.
right? But I hate
You mean living there?
Yeah. Living there. I hate it because I don't like when leaders, that's like the first option. But essentially base housing was a perfect option for you at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely
Well, but hold on. There's a lot of leaders who give that advice, though. I want to hear what you have to say about it, as just the experience you have as a young Marine. I've heard this a billion times. As a young Marine, you got a family. You're financially challenged. Move on base. What do you think?
Yeah,
Good advice or bad?
there's definitely the thing is that that's the generic advice that gets given.
Sure.
I don't think that should be the generic advice because not everyone is the same financial position. Now, let's say, for example, if you're a Lance Corporal or your wife works, she's a professional, then base housing is not the best option for you because you guys are essentially throwing money away. Dual military, don't even think about a base housing.
Yeah.
But Marines
What should
that
they do?
dude, they should buy a home. They can buy 2 homes in 3 years.
Yeah. Hit up Albert.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what a dual military couple should do. But whenever it comes to Marines that are, their spouse don't work and they took bad financial their priorities financially weren't the best at the beginning, and then now they're trying to get better. While they get better, there's nothing wrong with them living on base housing. But base housing should definitely not be the easy button, and should not be the permanent solution to all the problems, because essentially you get so many benefits in order for you to not be living in base housing, but yeah, man, like in your case, bro, like base housing really came in clutch for you guys.
Yeah.
And shout out to base housing for allowing DoD civilian employees to go in there and be able to live on base housing. Because that we got to give credit where credit's due, man. And specifically in your situation, that's
Well,
that's
you can
as
be a
good.
retiree and live there too.
Yeah.
Not
but
that
is
I
there-
would. Not that I would recommend that.
Yeah,
but
exactly. Yeah, and I've seen retirees living there.
I'm just 100%.
You know, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, really? And usually the retirees that I've seen that live there is that they retire and their wife is still on active duty.
Yeah.
You know, usually it's like dual military, and I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Well, you know, I mean, there's in Pendleton. There's some nice base housing. You know.
Yeah, Harborview is
O'Neill
nice.
Heights isn't bad.
Yeah. No, Neil, no. Don't listen to this guy, okay? So Harborview, I don't know if what part of I know you Stuart Mesa,
Yeah,
but
Stuart Mesa.
but Stuart Mesa, Harborview, it's like a subsection. of
Stuart Mesa's pretty thuggish.
Think so?
No,
They're thugging
I
out
think it's
there.
nice. I
They're
think
out
it's
there
nice.
thugging, man.
No, it's Stuart
I mean,
Mesa.
they
my
got
block
hella-
is pretty chill.
Pretty, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Stuart Mesa's nice. Stuart Mesa's nice, and then the other one that's also it's Harborview. I used to live in Harborview. And
Where's
then,
that at? Is that by like
That's by
Mount-
That's the new ones.
So
they
you know,
did.
the PX over there is Stuart Mesa, right?
Yeah.
It's you have to take that road and you have to keep going all the way down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
and then the sea village, seaport. I forgot. I know it's something sea.
They put in a new gate back there, right? Isn't that the one where it's like
by Del Mar.
no, you're
like that?
confused.
Yes, Del Mar. Am I getting it confused?
Yeah, you're confused. That's in Del
Yeah.
Mar. Yeah, that's not. That's
What
not.
housing development is that one? That's a new
So
one.
you know where
because those are pretty pimp.
Yeah, so you know when as soon as you pass the commissary, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you pass the commissary, that first light after the commissary to the left-hand side going up that hill.
Yeah.
Then the Smash 3 is there.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's where the Mash 3, and then you got to keep going. As a matter of fact, you know where Edson Range is at, right?
Yeah.
So there's the housing developed that's on the left-hand side as you're going through
Oh,
Edson Range.
okay.
Yeah, so that's Stuart Mesa. And again, like nice development and all that stuff, but I hate it, man. Like there's so many people that are there that shouldn't be there.
Example.
Dual military couples. I just
Oh,
helped.
okay.
I just helped the dual
I
military.
thought you meant like the toxic sergeant major.
No. I mean those two, but
He's like, cut my grass,
but
Albert.
it's good that they're out there. It's
Damn.
It's good that they're
Gunny.
condensed. Yeah, it's
You think this grass is gonna cut itself?
dude. I had
What the
listen-
hell? When's the
listen
last
to
time
this.
you armor all my tires?
I had a master gunnery sergeant.
Yeah.
I had a husky, right? And dude, it's my husky. It's my fault, right? Husky fucking escaped. It was my fault. But dude, this husky did absolutely nothing besides peeing in the front lawn of that fucking master gunny. Peeing. They didn't even take a shit. It was just peeing on that dude. He goes to my house and he goes like, "Gunnery sergeant, come here."
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What's up?" "You need to take control of your dog." He's like, "Yeah, I apologize. What did my dog do?" "He was peeing." I looked at him and was like, "Kiba, come on." And I just went inside. Like, dog, like, that's why I really didn't like fucking base housing, dog, because people try to exercise your fucking right of their rank in base housing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and with you, it's going to be really hard because they can clearly tell that you're a civilian.
Oh yeah, I'm walking away. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. You know
Right.
what I'm
Well,
saying?
unless you got a no shaved shit. He's like, I've had this. I've had this no shaved shit. Did you ever have a no shaved shit in the reserves?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about no shaved shit? You're a barber, so it's
I
like,
think it's fucking badass.
yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
you just hell yeah, grow it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So I'll
like-
be hooking up the Marines with a sick ass fader right here, fucking super
Putting that
lined up
line,
and
they do
shit.
them white
Yeah,
lines
dude.
now to make
That's
it pop.
illegal as fuck, by the way.
Oh no, I don't.
He said no.
Yeah, that is
I did-
illegal
I
as
think
fuck,
so,
though,
though.
just so you know.
Is it really?
Yeah, you can't have that. That's in Marine Corps 1020.
I mean, I've never done it.
Hotel.
Okay,
What-
but I've
what
never.
can't you have?
You can't line it up. If you have a no shave shit,
You can't line up your beard?
You can't line it up.
Albert be cussing up in here.
Yeah, you can't. No shave shit. Shit. Man, why he always gotta make fun of my Hispanicness? I don't understand. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode with the Brrks, the Barracks Barber. You guys gotta make sure that you guys gotta give him a follow. Kevin, where can people reach out to you at?
Find me on Instagram, _Barracks Barber.
Right
And,
here, this camera right here.
You can find me on Instagram, _Barracks Barber. And my other Instagram for my podcast, The Brrks, that's BRRKS. That's just Barracks abbreviated, The Brrks.
Let's go, Barry. Where can people reach out to you at?
You guys know where to find me. Instagram when it's not down.
Yeah, I know.
Freaking A. Instagram and Facebook with the F. All right. Instagram at Bull5277. Click the link in my bio. The call is free. The change will last your lifetime. TikTok at Bull52772. Drop me a DM. Hit me a comment. We're transforming people's lives out here.
Let's go. You guys know where you guys can find me at. Just go to the link in my bio, schedule a consultation, hit me up, send me a message, send me an email. I don't care. Go make sure that you guys like, follow, subscribe, and share all of our content because our content is bringing the most value to your life. Make sure that you share this with somebody, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Let's go.